Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Intuitive Marriage Podcast. I'm your host, Amanda Pott. I'm an intuitive guide and certified marriage mentor, and I'm here to guide you on a journey of self-love and awareness. And in this space, we'll explore together how tuning into your intuition can create a deeper, more meaningful connection with yourself and your partner. So welcome! In this week's episode, we are talking about prioritizing self-love and self-care. And this month, if you are just listening to it maybe in the future, this is the month of November in 2024. And so for those of you that, might be listening to this years down the road, it's been about self-love and taking better care of myself, especially this November. In particular, I do suffer from SAD and the seasonal affective disorder, which I'll get into right away. And it's just, I have found I just absolutely needed to make some changes for this specific November. And I know a lot of people tend to do their new year in January. For myself, with the seasons and the way they change, I just sort of feel like this is more of a renewal time for me this year in particular. So this is what I'm doing. So it has all been about self-love and taking better care of myself. And I really want to get personal with you and tell you a little bit about my own journey. So as the seasons have shifted here in Canada at this time of the year, it's getting colder, it's raining more, and the days have gotten much shorter, with the sun setting at 4:40 p.m. So like late in the afternoon. It rises at 7:45 in the morning, so it's living a lot of darkness in the good portion of our 24 hours that we are given in any given day. So due to this, I have been working hard to stay out of the low energy, the low vibe state that can come with my seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Please Google it if you'd like to learn more about it. I'm also still navigating my ADHD diagnosis, which I received about a year ago. And it's been a really amazing journey. It's been difficult, but mostly really actually it's been pretty cool because I've been learning a lot more about myself. Over these last 3 weeks, basically I have made some small yet significant changes to my daily habits. And let me tell you, they've made quite a huge difference. But I'm going to be real with you. Self-love and self-care don't mean being perfect, because I believe in progress, not perfection. I've allowed myself cheat days because life is meant to be enjoyed, not rigidly controlled. I'm way past that in my life. And though I don't drink alcohol very often anymore, only when the mood strikes, but when it does, I will enjoy a glass or a few. Usually 3 is my limit, and that's usually my limit. On the high side, but I'm a cheap date, which my husband likes. So, but balance is key, and that's the heart of what I want to share with you guys today. You're going to hear my pages turning because this girl does not have time to edit anything at the moment. So I wanted to just kind of go over these small changes, right? They were very, very significant, but they were small. So here's what I've been focusing on the past, almost 3 weeks. First of all, sleep routine. I had to prioritize sleep. So 7 hours a night for me consistently, that's what I need as a minimum to function as a human being and not go to jail. This is a challenge as I work as a youth care worker. And so a peaceful night at work, I often do 24-hour shifts. We do have an overnight awake, but a peaceful night at work is not always the case. Often I find it difficult to sleep, to even go to sleep in a different bed. And then there's usually noises and whatnot. So, but touch wood, It's been working out well, and prioritizing my sleep routine has absolutely been a game changer for my energy as well as my mood. So even if I don't get the recommended, that I need the hours of sleep, I'm really trying to stick to a routine and forcing myself to go to bed when I'm not even really tired, but just trying to stay within that routine. And that's actually been a really good positive change in my life. Second of all, hydration. I aim for 90 ounces of water a day. Staying hydrated helps me feel more alert and way less fatigued. Plus, it really helps with my joint pain. And I didn't really realize how dehydrated I was until you start drinking the amount of water you should be drinking. And then it's like, oh, okay, things feel like I have some, like the Tin Man who just got his oil can, like, oh, so much better. But I would honestly drink coffee in the morning and then I'd have energy drinks, not every day, but way too much. And then tea, and or if we go out, I'd have a glass of wine. So I still do have my coffee. I max out at 2 cups. I allow myself 2 cups. That's my thing. Never given that up. But I have cut out my energy drinks. They're just really not good for me. I will treat myself the odd time, but I'll try to have a sugarless one. But actually, I have not had one at all over the last 3 weeks, I believe. And I also have to put on reminders on my phone to drink water. Like I'll have one that comes up. I think I have like 5 or 7 in the day. And it'll come up and say, it's this time in the day. Check yourself. Where are you? What do you need to be doing right now? Drink water, have a snack, go for a walk, things like that. And so that has really helped with my daily routine as well of drinking water and at least getting that intake in. I'm not perfect. I have days where I struggle to get 30 ounces in, but it's 30 ounces more than I was consistently taking in. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so thirdly, movement. This is a real tough one for me because my body does hurt a lot with my arthritis. But I move my body for at least 30 minutes daily, whether it's walking, dancing. I have a dance app that I'm subscribed to and I love it, or stretching, doing some yoga, very preliminary. I'm also working at my girlfriend's store, her clothing and purse store, which I absolutely love. It's so much fun. And so I do try to keep myself busy. So I'm often on my feet for pretty much close to a full 6 to 8 hours, depending on my shift. So I'm certainly getting my steps in a lot more. And I'm forcing myself to remain in this momentum of movement, shall I say, because I can get lazy really fast. So, so that's been really helping. And that also helps with my mental health as well. And I mean, there's so many, there's so much information about that that's out there. So, and fourthly, I guess, would be I've changed my eating, healthier eating. I significantly cut back on refined sugar. Let me tell you, breaking up with sugar felt like kicking an addiction. It's no joke. Like it's absolutely crack. Like, not that I've ever done crack, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But the sugar brain fog is gone, and I'm experiencing steady energy throughout the day. We've always really enjoyed this way of eating, but we've embraced the Mediterranean way of eating kind of as our staple that we go to if we kind of get off track. And I have found new ways of making fresh whole foods enjoyable to prepare and eat. We did a stint once where we were doing mostly vegetarian, and I learned a different way of cooking. And so I brought that into, I brought that into this way of eating as well. You know, like at the end of the day, though, you have to give yourself grace, okay? So we have changed our eating. We're eating more chicken and fish and greens and salads and more whole foods, roasted vegetables. I'm trying to bring in greens daily, but give yourself some grace. If I want a cheat day, or I want a cupcake for my granddaughter's birthday, I'll take it. I have tried every possible diet out there over the last 30 years. I've lost significant amounts of weight and gained it all back, plus then lost, and I've done the roller coaster thing, different, all Jenny Craig, Slim Fast back in the day, good Lord, the protein power, keto, you name it, all the things, and supplements and the MLM products and all that stuff. And I've tried it all. And I have honestly maintained a 40-pound weight loss over the last couple of years. And I would love to lose more, but my focus is on my overall health and my energy. And so I know what I do not do well with, and it's restrictive diets. It's restrictive way of eating. It's completely, not having any flexibility. I can't do it. I just can't do it. And people can say, well, yes, you can. No, I've just chosen that I don't want to do that. And so how I have maintained my weight loss over the last couple of years is I do a lot of intuitive eating. I have brought intuition into every aspect of my life. And I often just naturally do intermittent fasting because I'm not hungry. And I am aware of, sugar levels and all the things when I took my health coach training. So I do incorporate snacks, but I was going on a kick of like carbs and sugar, and that was it. And energy drinks and coffee, I just sort of fell off what I knew was good for myself. So I didn't gain really any weight. Well, I gained a few pounds, but also went to Australia, had some really great food. So that didn't help. But you know what I'm saying? I can come out of summer and it was Halloween, lots of candy around, and just kind of went, whoa, what are you doing? And overall felt not great, low energy. My mood's going to shit because of the weather. And I just knew that I had to make some changes. So my focus is on my overall health and my energy. And I know that I need to be putting healthier things in my body to be feeling healthier. But I know I'm not good with restrictive diets. So for me, it's about balance and it's about feeling good in the long term. And guys, I'm down 6 pounds and I'm feeling way less sluggish, way less bloated. And it hasn't been painful. I've just made some really great choices. And because I'm making these intentional choices for myself, I don't want to keep letting myself down. That's the difference. And, another one, mental health practices. This would be, I guess, number 5. So it's really important. I do struggle with mental health issues, and journaling and meditating are now part of my daily routine. I started this back when I did the Artist Way. Gosh, I want to say that was about a year ago. Actually, I'm thinking of I had a little free group thing that we were all kind of collaborating in because I had a whole bunch of girls that I knew, women, that we started doing the Artist Way, and it was fabulous. And that got me into a steady routine of journaling. I have always journaled over the years, but not consistently over the long haul. But I have been, and it's absolutely life-changing. These practices, they ground me. They keep me present. I also enjoy reading oracle cards and affirmations for myself. I'm teaching myself tarot. And I play around with my crystals. I have a crystal ball, and my intuitive work helps me. It helps me to stay focused. It helps me to just stay true to myself and learn my own self-awareness. And that's what it's all about. This is why I do this. It's all about your own self-awareness, and your own intuition. I've also committed to taking my ADHD medication, and that's been a journey. We've tried different ones as well, and I feel like I'm on something that's really working consistently. but I need to take them consistently, as well as any supplements that have been prescribed or that I feel I need. And yes, I do sometimes forget. I mean, it's a classic ADHD moment. Forget to take your ADHD meds, which can actually be helping you with that, right? But I've committed to being consistent, and it's really made a big difference. And number 6, this is my favorite, joyful pursuits. Okay, so every day I choose to dedicate time to doing something that brings me joy or fulfills a personal goal. And for myself, that's building this podcast, that's growing my Soul Spot intuitive business, writing my book. I also love singing with my husband and getting creative with painting and drawing. And I realize I have and will always have a few interests on the go, which can drive my husband a little bonkers, but I've always got creative ideas and goals, and that's just who I am. I'm learning to realize that that's the way my brain works, and that's okay. I just need to learn what to focus on and to prioritize so I don't get overwhelmed and overthink and all the anxiety things that come along with the brain being very busy and get stuck within my own creativity. Like I can literally get overwhelmed with my own creativity and have so many things I want to do, but I'm not actually completing really any of them because I'm constantly bouncing around. Can anybody else relate? Gosh, I'm seriously thinking about hopping back on YouTube again and starting my ADHD videos. And I had this thing, we changed the name, but we called it Amanda Jane and Her Brain. My daughter helped me out. It was so fun, and it's exactly it. My brain is a whole other personality. So, but if you can relate, please reach out. Let me know. But it's okay. I've learned that that's okay. That's who I am. And we have sometimes special needs that some of our friends are, neurotypical friends don't understand. They think we're crazy, that we do it to ourselves, but it is just the way it is. We love to create and we have lots of ideas. And I believe that we're brilliant in so many ways. So make time to, dedicate intentional action towards the things that bring you joy or that you strive to be or want to do. So these small daily changes have absolutely made a world of a difference. I feel more focused. I feel more inspired. I'm definitely more energetic. I'm better rested. And I've lost 6 pounds. Like, yay for me, guys. Yay for me. And I feel more balanced overall. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, underwhelmed, or stuck in a rut, first, go and speak to your doctor and confirm that it's not something that needs medical intervention, please. Then I encourage you to commit to a month of intentional self-care. I'm going till the end of November and will continue with these new daily habits moving forward. I think I'm going to do some decluttering. I've already started, and that's starting to feel really great. I think that's what I'm going to work on. So remember, it's okay to take it slow, have your cheat days, and enjoy a treat or two when the mood strikes. Life is about creating joy, not restriction. Now, self-love and self-care tips to inspire change. So here's a few simple steps to start prioritizing self-love and self-care. 1, start small. Choose 1 or 2 habits to focus on, like drinking more water or going to bed at a constant time. Consistent time? Constant time? You know what I mean. If you haven't read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, I highly recommend it. They talk about habit stacking, and this is exactly what I'm doing. 2, move your body daily. Find movement you love to do, whether it's dancing, walking, or yoga, Pilates, hit the gym, whatever's your jam. Consistency is what matters. I'm not perfect in this department, and I don't ever expect myself to be, but I am aware, much more aware, and I'm holding myself accountable more than ever. And that's been the big difference. Like, I park farther away. I make sure I have to make more steps. If I know I'm not really going to be on my feet much that day, I make the effort. Number 3, nourish yourself. Add more whole foods to your diet. Enjoy meals and don't be afraid to treat yourself occasionally. Chew your food more. We do not chew our food enough, guys. We swallow our food whole. When you chew your food more, the enzymes in your saliva already start to break down your food and start your digestion. So please chew more. Take more time to eat. Try to eat within a 20-minute time frame. Eat slow. Enjoy your food. Taste it. Actually taste your food. It's tough when we're really hungry, invest in a pestle and mortar and make your own pesto. It's such an experience. I know we have little food processors and things like that, but a pestle and mortar, I don't know. I have a couple of them. I'm obsessed. And you will never buy store-bought pesto again. I'm telling you. There's something just so delightful about grinding up these pine nuts and garlic and olive oil and, oh my God, basil, and yeah, so good. Do it. Go get a pestle and mortar. You won't regret it. 4, create a ritual. Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes a day, each day, journaling, meditating, or setting intentions. Light a candle. Use colored pens if that's more fun. I sometimes do that. I mean, it's just make it joyful. Set the tone, put some nice music on, whatever it takes. I love all that. That's part of my meditation. Some people have hot showers and they use it as a cleansing. They do have a cleansing ritual. Do a smudge, whatever it takes. But journal, meditate daily. Connect with yourself. 5, pursue joy. Make time for hobbies or activities that light you up. For me, that's karaoke, podcasting, painting, and building my dream business, and just hopefully reaching out to you guys and helping you out in some way. That is so important, to be doing something that fills our cup, that just makes us completely light up. And 6, don't forget to celebrate your wins. Big or small, every step forward is worth celebrating. We only have this one life, guys. So, I believe we have others too, but you know what I'm saying. Right now, right here in the here and now. So just enjoy it. Have fun. Be joyful. Make your life fun. So here's some of my final thoughts. Self-love and self-care aren't just about routines. They're about creating a life that feels good to live, whether it's taking time to rest, enjoying a glass of wine, or singing your heart out to your favorite song. It's all about finding what brings you joy and balance. So, beautiful souls, give yourself the gift of self-care. Commit to a month of focusing on what nourishes you, mind, body, and soul. I have something coming up that will be very exciting, that I hope you'll join me. But for now, thank you for joining me today. And if this episode resonates with you, please share it. That's my dog chewing on her bone. Subscribe and leave a review. And let's keep building lives and marriages full of love, energy, and joy. So until next time, nurture the love within yourself and watch how it overflows into everything that you do. You are worthy of love. Bye for now.